here from NTV Studios, and I am bringing you another video today. Today I'm going to be touring my whole entire Los Ashlees city map, so there's about just under 8 months worth of work put into this map. And I'm sorry that I'm having to live stream it, but my normal video recordings aren't working properly, as in like little pieces don't always record and it's really awkward. So I'm going to try and do the whole thing in this live stream today. I'm going to try and show the whole entire map, and plus with me not having to worry about going over time, I can talk about a lot of things in detail. I can also read your comments at the side if you do have anything you want to say during this tour, or anything you want me to go back to, I will go back to it. So we start off here with the whole entire map. So this city consists of a downtown area, a little light industrial area, and then a sort of shopping area, 2 stadiums, and a lot of freaking huge skyscrapers. So we go on to the main helpers board. Now if I miss anyone's name off on here because it's not on here, that's not my doing. It's up to you to put your name down on this board. So if you don't have your name down on here, that's because you haven't wrote the sign down, not me. So I'm just going to read out what's on the board, and if you're not on there, you'll have to come and put your name on there. So main helpers, first of all we have Steve Meister 10. So Steve is a very big main helper on the map. He does a lot of good work. He fills in a lot of things. He helps with buildings, and he is a really good worker. In general, he does a lot of work on the map, and he is one of the main helpers, which pretty much owns the city with me and a couple of other people. So then we've got Stampy Longman, YouTube N3KE79. He does a lot of graffiti. He also does a lot of shop designing, a lot of really cool, interesting things on the map, which just helps with the detail, makes the area look really cool. We also have Ant, who is one of the most main helpers. He runs the map with me, and so does Shadow. He also runs the map, more or less runs it. If it was for the fact, if we were able to give people the ability to be able to sign into the world, even when I'm not online, they would be the 3 people which Steve, Ant and Shadow would be the 3 people which would get that. Then we've got RKF, who is another helper. He's not going to be helping for a while anymore, but he usually does a lot of helping. But there's reasons which I know about as to why he's not going to be helping, due to moving house and not having internet, not having a PlayStation there. The PlayStation he was using before was someone else's PlayStation, and he wasn't allowed to take that with him, so he's out of a PlayStation, apart from when he comes to his dad's, which is every so many weeks. Then we've got Linners, who helps every day, more or less. Does a lot of cool features like filling in roads, designing shops, helping out with anything what we're working on, just being there in general, helping with the map. We've got Mr. Euphonium, who probably helps the least on here. Now Mr. Euphonium has exceptions, because he has a YouTube channel with over 500 subscribers. He has a Minecraft city which is growing big like this. As a matter of fact, it's probably bigger than mine, and he has a lot of videos to make, and he also knows a lot of other people with amazing cities, and he helps a lot of people out, not just me. So he doesn't always get time to come on and help, but he did, as a matter of fact, help me start this city. He did, as a matter of fact, help give me some ideas, some general sort of how to start this map kind of thing, help us get going. Then we've got Alfie Banks, who probably doesn't help as much as the other people, but still helps quite regular when he can, so he's on the billboard as well. We've got Pro Gaming, who's in here right now. He does a lot of help, stadium work. He's filled in a lot of stadium roof and done a lot of cool stuff in here. He's also griefed, but that was all in the past and we're all okay now, so he's helped, and he is a main helper now. Then we've got KJ7360, 36 rather, and basically he helps quite regular. He's only just started recently helping, sort of like over the period of this week, but he's quickly became a main helper. Then we've got the info on the city. So the info is basically the city started 16th of Jan 2016. Name Los Ashlees, has over 5 main builders. As you can see there's over 5 signs there. Has a big downtown area, which is kind of where we are at the moment. This is real. This is where we are right now, in the downtown area. Has 2 big stadiums. One stadium's bigger than the other, but they're both big stadiums. Contains of made up brands. The M42 is the largest highway on the map. And that's actually true at the minute because it's the only one. But even when we get other highways going in the city, I still want the M42 to be the longest one going. And then we also have SBSC is the biggest company in the map, and Candy Block is the second. So I will explain what all of these are when we sort of like get going around the map. But as you can see, we've already spent 6 minutes doing the stuff in here. So then we've got this little board here, which used to have the positions for the tallest skyscrapers from like 1st place to 5th, but then some skyscrapers got taller and we're in the middle of altering it. So where are we now? Hi, we are at the St. Ashlees Church. So as you can see, this is the St. Ashlees Church. Now this is where the spawn area is at the moment. When this map probably gets like a lot more bigger than it is, I may move the spawn area so it's not inside of this church. For example, I may put it on the beach. I may put it at the top of the Blackpool Tower when I eventually build that. I may put it like on, I may do it on like a boat or something like that, so as you like leave the spawn area, you come off the boat at the docking area. Or I could do it at the airport, so as you come off the plane, you know, you read these sort of stuff at the airport, then you leave the airport and then you go around and then you tour the whole entire city. But this is a huge church which took quite a while to build. I had quite a lot of help on it from different people here, there and everywhere. Come and placed a few blocks here and there to help the church grow, and this is where it is today. So we have the what do we have? Is there a sign on it? Alright, well this is the life in GTA. Can I have when I yeah, I suppose you can. Reese needs help if you help us. So this is the Life in GTA graveyard, and Life in GTA was a series on my old channel. It was a GTA roleplay where I basically came over to Los Santos for my mum's funeral because she was kidnapped and murdered, and I had missed the plane because of weather, so I missed the funeral, and I made a promise at the grave that I was basically going to find whoever killed her, or whoever was whoever like was the people to do it. And then as the series progressed, I got closer into finding out who did it. We met different people, but people died along the way, so this is like a kind of memorial graveyard to that series. So we've got Jenny Nice, which was my mum in the series. She was never a shown character, she was just kind of mentioned at the beginning and throughout the series as we were finding out who did it. Basically she was already dead when the series started, but we kind of gave her a name. Then we have, who do we have? We have Ben Neary, who was the second person to die. He basically died when we shot one of the Grove Streets. I shot one of the Grove Streets because I believed that the Grove Street had something to do with the murder, and I basically gave a headshot to the leader. Ben Neary was with me, and then basically the Grove Street spotted him, kidnapped him, and they were forcing him to tell, and they basically wanted him to come back and tell him, and I thought he was going to drop me in it, so I basically killed him so he wouldn't drop me in it, so the Grove Street didn't know that I shot the leader. Then we've got Jerome Johnson. Jerome Johnson wasn't a character in the series. He was one of them made-up ones, but he lived on Grove Street next to Tyrone. And basically, I thought he had something to do with a murder, and I basically did a shootout in Grove Street and ran into the fence and ran him over, and he died in hospital. And Tyrone got a little bit upset. Then we have Jamie Johnson, which was Jerome's son. He was actually in the series, and he basically kidnapped me, held me at gunpoint. Tyrone came in and saved the day, more or less. Who else we got? Then we got Tyrone himself. He got beaten up, and then he went into hospital, and some illnesses he had got infected. He ended up dying. Hello, Linley. So then we've got Lynn as the barman himself. So he was like a barman for one episode, and then he heard me and he heard two people talking who were part of the murder, and basically they killed him to keep him quiet. Then we have Reese Red, who was he was kind of like a motorbike person, and he died in a motorbike accident. And then we also have Andrew Phil, who got too stressed out, committed suicide off a bridge. He jumped off of a bridge because he gave up of all the mess after losing Joe Red, which was another motorbike rider. Basically, he got into a lot of depression, and the Lost MC gang got taken over. Some of the bases went, and he also ended up dying along with that. We've got CJ Noble / Pepperdine. In the series, he started off as my brother, but as the series progressed, he turned out that there was a birth swap with two other people, and it turned out that I had a different brother instead, and he had a different brother, obviously. Then we have Mason Curtis, who was a rich person who ended up committing suicide when he basically found out to be one of the murderers of my mum, and he hung himself on his court day, and didn't end up going to prison. Then we've got Dave Noble, which was basically my stepdad, who got kidnapped and died. He was never shown in the series, and I'm doing great, by the way. Then we also have fake Linda. So Linda was basically Mason Curtis's girlfriend, and I was having an affair. Well, they were basically exes, and basically I was seeing this Linda in the series without Mason knowing. And when it came out, Mason was going to kill Linda, so we got in like a fake Linda who was supposed to look like Linda. So then when Mason shot him, he didn't actually shoot the real Linda. Then we've got Manning Car. This was just a funny throwback when I crashed into a car, and when the sort of like IAs die and the horn beeps. Then we've got Jake, who was also played by Ben Neary. He basically knew that I knew that he was part of my mum's murder. He was one of the people, and he drove himself into a gas station. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting series. Very interested. I'll give you privs in a moment, like when I'm done with the tour, because I'm not building at the moment. So we've got a pound shop down here. So this is like where you get things for £1, such as earphones, drinks, crisps, snacks. If you live in the UK, you'll know like what pound is. I think in the US you have something like dollar stores or something like that. But we have pound shops, or Poundland, or Pound World, or anything a pound, or pound bargains, It's something, pound something, usually. Usually something along them lines anyhow. And then got Asda, which is like a big supermarket, so like a Walmart or a Tesco's or a Morrison's, but called Asda. So you get a lot of good shopping from there. Euro World, we're live. Yep. Where we've got an auto place where you basically repair your trucks. So this is like where your trucks get sort of like new tyres, services, to make sure they're all good and ready to go back on the road, do all the deliveries. Or 90p shops at Tesco. Huh, lol. Got a hit and run cafe and the Candy Block headquarters. So Candy Block is basically a something I made up where it's like basically a kind of candy. So you get them in vending machines, you get them in shops, supermarkets, and they're basically called Candy Block. They originally started in a vending machine, but they exploded, as in like they became really popular, and then more and more people wanted to keep buying them, and they made it to supermarkets and stuff like that. And you'll see later on in this tour how it got a lot bigger. KFC on the corner there, which you'll see when we go down that street more. So yeah, got a multi-story car park. Candy Block cereal bites. You'll see that as well. So yeah, so we have a parking lot which isn't completed yet. It's quite simple to do. Don't know why I never get round to doing it. An office building. The AJC Logistics, which is kind of like a cooperation kind of tower where like something big's run, the big sort of businesses run and basically maintained. Argos, which is a catalogue shop. So basically order like anything from electrical stuff to clothes to sort of like cookers and ovens, to sort of like video games and toys, trampolines, outdoor tables, deck chairs, you name it, they do it more or less, in like a big catalogue. You just go inside, you look for what you want in the catalogue, you place a code in, and then you go up to a counter, and then you basically like tell them your code, they order it, make sure they have it in stock, then you go and wait at another counter for it to get do you want me to get there? Oh yeah, if you want, just as long as you as long as it like helps with something, that's fine. But it could help Pro if he wants. So that's what Argos is. Then we've got an SBSC, which you're going to learn about what SBSC is in this tour. And the SBSC is basically a big trucking dealership. So basically they make trucks and sell them. They used to make cars, but they no longer make cars. And they also have an LTD SBSC where they basically do deliveries like Eddie Stobart. So a lot of drivers go delivering to different shops in an SBSC LTD shop. I skipped my building. Ooh. So SBSC is pretty big. It does a lot of big stuff. A lot of big like buildings. We got MCE, which is bike insurance. So if you've got any like bike insurance you want to give, you want to like get while you're getting a new bike, you want to insure with MCE, then you basically can. And you're all cool and groovy on that platform. So I don't really know where to go next. I think we'll come down the riverfront before going over to the other side of the river. So we'll go there like last at this side of the river, but we'll start heading towards down here first. So we've got the gym. This is basically owned by Noreen, which is just a made-up character. She goes like, I'm Noreen from the gym, or something like that. If you don't know who Noreen is, it's actually a real life character from Benidorm on ITV, and it's like an old woman with white curly hair and glasses who has like a really funny weird voice, but basically I can do her voice along with Jeff's voice, so I made out that she runs the gym. Got a circular building. This is like an indoor go-karting track, I think. Not entirely sure. We've got an IKEA and a burger stand. So there you go. There's the big IKEA. What's the big IKEA? What's the big idea? Nothing much inside. So there you go. Nothing really inside, as you can see. Nothing inside. Oh, got the Plum restaurant. Got this from picture of a building in New York from Google Maps. A bingo building. This is where you can go, where the old biddies can go and play bingo and try and win a bit of cash to get a bit more than the pension. Got a multicoloured building. Weird. RBS, which is a bank. Royal Bank of Scotland. Looks quite nice actually, in my opinion. Apart from something's been broke. There we go. And yeah, so a lot of them are all empty at the moment, just to let you know. Then we have a spa shop, which I don't know how big this spa is, because I need to put a bacon bite inside of here, which I'll probably have the space if I do like a counter here, like counter going here for the normal stuff. Then I can put the bacon bite in the corner, in this back corner maybe, and then have the rest of the shop there. But this is a local spa shop. This is like, you know, your local newsagent styled. Got a dig it where you can basically rent and hire sort of like construction machinery. Got a hairdressers. This is like a barber's, so you can see the barbers there. Then we've got an AC pub. So here's a pub, as you can see. Can you even rap, bro? It depends what you mean when you say that, because I do rap, as in like I do make like rap songs, I do like MC songs, but to say like whether I can rap is up to like whether someone really likes the rap song, if you know what I mean. So in other words, I do MC videos and I do like raps, but it's up to like people whether they think they're good or not. Personally, I think I'm alright. There's a lot of like improvement I need to do before I like could call myself a really good top rapper. Like, I've got years worth of improvement, but I don't think I'm bad. I give it a go, and to say that I've only really been doing it about a year and I'm like over 500 likes, an MC Noble t-shirt, I've been able to like put some of my songs onto a disc and give them to friends, or at least I am going to be doing. And to say that I've had a song, I did a song called One Bed Flat, and people still talk of it today, even though that song's like over a year old now, like only just over a year old. So I guess like I need a lot of improvement, but I've done quite well to say I've only been like MCing / rapping for a year and stuff like that. Listen, Reese, I'm spitting the tunes. Check yo, here we go. Lol. Or listen, kid. Hey, don't forget listen, kid. You can't forget the listen, kid. Yeah, Irish Whistle. Irish Whistle was definitely a good one. I'd say my three favourite MCs is New Fast MC, Irish Whistle, and One Bed Flat. I would say they're like my three sort of like top favourite. But the others, like, I think some of the others are good. I just think they're obviously the best. So we've got a toy shop, we've got a game shop. So this is like where you get like all your sort of like games consoles and, you know, like actual games itself. We've got a bet shop, which isn't done. This is where you like bet on the football. Got a pet shop. And then we've got a fish and chips. So there we go, fish and chips. And then we'll go over there maybe in a bit. Or we might just build, who knows. I guess instead of going over everything, I'll just fly over. I'll listen to your comments. I'm just going to move a bit further this way, because the sun's sort of like going over the comments and I can't read them, so I need to sit a bit closer. I'm learning, Ash. Yeah, you're learning. Even Ant's actually becoming a pretty good MC, and he didn't actually aim to try and even MC, but because he's been like joining me in chat parties for months, for quite a while now, He's like picked up like things I've said, and now he's like sometimes he can produce like a pretty good like little rap song if he's just like rapping, just like rhyming to himself. So Ash, you skipped my skyscraper. Did I? Oh. Oh my god, I think I did. Alright, we'll go over. Oh my god, because I did record one of these before, like as a normal video, and I put the skyscraper in it. Let's go back. How did I miss that? How could I have missed you? I think I must have just gone to them too. Yeah, so we've got the Tower of Ice. There you go. I mean, this city's huge to tour. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and see what Pro's doing. Holy smokes, where are we? Oh, we're near the riverside, aren't we? I know where we are. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you might want to hold the fort. Just saying.
The outside of the boat is quite small.
I know, but the thing, like the shape you've done, it kind of like I know. Yeah, this road, like I've got a road which comes down, and it's sort of. Oh, Pro, can you invite Linus to the party?
Oh yes, I was.
And yeah, there's also this road which sort of comes in the way of the I guess the road gets in the way of the stadium. As you can see, and I guarantee you I'm off to get shouted in a minute, because there'll be a drink ready or something. But even though I'm streaming, they'll shout anyway. I'll suggest him if you don't have him on your friends list. That way you can still. Ah. There we go, I've suggested him anyway. I don't know if you already. Could you invite me to the party? I don't have a mic though. Oh, there's no point if you don't have a mic. I have to go for lunch. No, it's up to you really. I mean, I don't know if it'd fit if you moved it further this way. Like, because I think the footpath itself is like 5 wide.
Could you bend the road so it stops at Golden over here so it connects to this?
Or, I'll tell you what I could do. It's fine. It's fine. I've got this now. Yo Ash, yo Alfie, what's going down in Chinatown? Hi Alfie. Alright, so we'll have this a T-junction instead. Yeah, see, I did just get called. Yeah, so we'll have this as a T-junction instead, and then what we'll do is we'll have a road which comes down here. So we'll have a road which runs down here instead. See? And then you're probably thinking like, you know, can always connect to this road maybe. Or I might take that curve off, you know. I'm trying to think, I might take that curve off. And the reason why is because it's a little bit of a weird place to put it. And then what I can do is I can have that road run down. And that might work a lot better. So hi. So I might take that down at some point. And then that way we don't have a road which runs down here anymore. But then at the other side of the stadium I will have a road which comes down here, and then you can obviously like then drive back through. You know, there'll be like, but I'll make this area like a big car parking arena area again. Could do, or we could do the Quartz Mine Phone Centre or something. Oh wait, yeah, we could do something like that.
Because I was going to make the outside like a plantation farm.
Yeah.
Like Lewis, you suck as well. Like you don't suck.
Why, it was on your stream?
You know Lewis, Tommy's brother.
Oh yeah.
He keeps telling my stuff and everything. And I don't suck.
Oh yeah.
So I know he sucks. He sucks peanuts.
So he's in your stream. Right.
Yeah, and he's just coming in hating. It's not bothering me, to be honest.
No.
They're just making a fool of themselves and wanting to get big on YouTube. It's coming in hating.
Hey, do you know what Electronic Monkey found in one of his YouTube videos? He was taking the mick out of somebody younger than him in a live stream. Someone commented on his live stream. They said something, and because they didn't understand something, and then something like that Lewis person like started calling him a dumb F word and thick and.
He just said Ash's MC robot.
You know. Yeah. You remember that account? MC Noble, that's still going very well today. Well, not the account, but
I'll comment it in Ash's stream.
What's Pro's channel, it's Dom Plays Games.
Bye Lewis, nobody wanted you on the stream anyway.
Why is he left?
Yeah, he said bye bye.
Lol. Really? Do you reckon? Or do you reckon it'll be camo?
Yeah, I'm surprised Camo commented yet.
I'm gonna stop my stream anyway because I want to play some music.